This is day 1 of learning how to animate. On day 1 of my animation challenge, I decided that I wanted to do something easy and something that was very hard. So I decided to do a Fortnite emote. Unfortunately, this wasn't just any Fortnite emote. This was the default emote. So I needed to make it look good. Fortunately, I didn't do that, as you will see. But after this, I did make two pretty good emotes that I was pretty proud of. This is the start of me learning how to do the Fortnite emote, but it did not turn out so well, as you can see. Honestly, I didn't even know what I was doing. At this point, I was just making the start clap, and I hadn't even started it on the feet. And so far, it was already looking terrible. I really didn't know what I was doing. I'd only made one other animation besides this in this Roblox Studios, and it was a sword slash animation, which is really easy compared to this. So at this moment, I really hoped that when I finished this, it would look a lot better. And it really didn't, honestly. You're about to see how bad it looks at the end, but I still hadn't even figured out the clap. And the amount of time I've just talked, I still haven't figured out how to frickin' clap in Roblox Studios. So, not doing so well. Maybe I could make a clapping emote at one point, but I didn't in this video. Well, unfortunately, I should have just started with a clapping emote instead of doing this bizarre imagination, but I didn't. So, I'm gonna cut to the end here, show you the final results. Okay, this is the end little product I got to, pretty much. I'm just fixing a couple things. I had to finish at the end. He does a gunshot little thing, and then he also puts his arm back together. So I had to do this, and then it was pretty much finished, and you're about to see how bad it is. And yeah, I just wanted to show you the hardest part, and then for the next 2 animations that I did, yeah, this is the product. It was terrible. Honestly, I was a little bit impressed, but at the same time, I was just not okay with it. So, I was pretty much just ready to grab another one. So, I decided that I was going to do a walking and running emote, and that's exactly what I did here. I deleted this, actually. You're going to see right here. I deleted it. And I made a new one. And I decided that I was going to create a walking emote or animation. And the walking animation was very honestly easy. I know I could have probably made it a little more complex, but I'm going to show you the final product here. This is the end product for the walking animation. It's actually pretty good. I was kind of impressed with it, not gonna lie. I think I could have made it a little bit better, but I saved it here, and I wanted my next animation to be similar to it, so I wanted to make a running animation. And that's exactly what I did. But it took me a while to figure out how to do it, because I wanted to use my walking animation and build up from it and make the running animation. But for some reason it wasn't letting me do that, so I had to close it, reopen it a couple times, and then it finally let me do it. But yeah, then I'll show you the end to the running animation. This is the walking or the running animation. It was pretty good, not gonna lie. I was pretty impressed with it. It was the end result. I only said I was gonna make 2 more, but I was actually lying. I made one more after this. The one that I made after this was called the jumping animation. I wanted to make a jumping animation for just to help maybe. It took me a little bit to figure out actually, because when you move the chest, as you can see here, it moves only the chest, but if you move the leg, it moves both of them. It was really weird, didn't really understand it much. But then I realized that I didn't want to just move the, I didn't want to just jump. I wanted it to have like an animation with the arms and the legs. So I'll show you the final results here. This is the final result for the jumping animation. It was pretty good. I think I could have made it better if I spent a little more time on it, but that's for the next day, tomorrow, which I will do. This is gonna come out in my last video that I said it's not gonna come out when I said it was. But yeah, this concludes day 1. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Moving on to day 2. Making animations for, not for my Roblox game, but practicing how to do animations. In the last one, on day 1, it was not as good because I had to talk over, which I'm really bad at apparently, I learned. So I'm just going to talk while I'm doing the animations, and then I'm going to cut out the part of me animating. And yeah, just so it's a little easier on my part, and so it turns into a better video. Okay. So R15 masculine. Oh, block avatar. Oh no. Oh wait, I don't need him. Animation editor. Click. Okay, in the last one I made a jumping animation. Terrible. Not even gonna lie, I think I could have done better. Walking animation, which is pretty good, I'm honestly kind of impressed with. And a running animation. In this one, we're gonna make a couple new animations, and we're gonna make these ones better. So let's start with the walking animation. See if we can figure out something to make it better. Alright, I'll cut this part out. Okay, this is the final result. I did not animate much, honestly, but it was pretty easy. Now that the arms look nicer, the legs are bending better, and it looks a lot better. Let's do the same with the running animation, make it look better, hopefully. Can't, oh yeah, save. Let me just make sure saved really quickly. Okay, yeah, that looks good, not gonna lie. Running animation. Alright, this one, it was, not the best work. For this one, first, I like the arms, but I feel that the legs could look better. Experienced our first problem here. All our animation had been deleted. They still were in the whole thing. It's just, I don't really know what happened. You put them back, I couldn't use them. I still had them, and I could still, like, watch them, I think. But box. Where the frick did our toolbox go? As you can see, they're still right here. I don't know how they went away, but they just did. So, we're gonna have to just make new animations. for day 2, at least. I'm gonna see my best if I can fix that. Hopefully, eventually. Alright, this animation will be a bow. So it'll be a 3-second animation, hopefully. This is our bow animation, which is terrible. I'm not happy about this. Bow. Bow animation, save. New animation. Next one could probably be, so we have running, walking, jumping, and bow animation. So let's do a like a fighting stance punch animation. That sounds like a good one. So, but this is the punch animation. Oh yeah. Maybe make it a little faster. I'll make a fighting animation on day 3 if I can figure out how to animate 2 people at once. That is our punch animation. Punch animation. We now have the punch animation and the bow animation. Next one. Let's do, so we did a fight, a little punch animation. How about like the Naruto run? Let's try that. Pretty simple, hopefully. And this is the final product. Naruto run. Pretty good. Let's save that. We need one more, I think, until we end this episode. We did the running, walking, jumping, bow, punch, Naruto run. I'm thinking a fly animation. That sounds nice. Let's do a fly animation. Ready for this? I literally don't care about a sword. Classic sword. Move. Literally anywhere. Literally move. I don't need you, so stay over there. I don't care. Animation editor. Are you ready? Hello. Hello, buddy. Ready? Okay. Okay, that's the final product. If only I could add an effect. Okay. here is the final product of the lift off animation. This is gonna be our last one. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that's fire, not even gonna lie. If I could add effects, as soon as if he went up like this, like power radiates after him, and then he just shoots. But I'll figure out effects hopefully in the next series. Moving on to day 3. Okay, this is day 3. In the last 2 days, I want this to be the last day. But to go from what yesterday's was to today's, it's gonna be a lot harder than you might think. So let's see if I can do it, cause I want to end off good. Like, I want to show all my newest ones, and I want to show my worst ones, and I want to compare them, see how good I've gotten from day 1. And yeah, the first animation we're gonna be doing today is the bowing animation. We gotta fix it. It looked ugly. I have good ideas for how I can make it better, so I'm gonna try out that for today's video. Too much. As long as my video is gonna work. Okay, so this first animation, it's going to be very cool. So, new, add all body parts. This is going to be lit. Let's see. This bow animation is going to be a little longer than the last one. We're going to add some physics to this. Okay, you ready? So, we're going to go from here. Okay, guys, this is the final product of our bow animation. It looks a lot better. I couldn't figure out how to get the arm to touch the ground, but otherwise, it looks amazing. Much better bow. And yeah. Let me think. What should our other animation be? So we got a flying Naruto run, and let's see. I'm thinking like Buggy's Chop Fruit from like One Piece. Let's try that. Okay, this is the final product of our animation. Save. Or, we already saved. This is the final product. It's Buggy doing his little, like, spinny thing against Luffy and stuff. But, that was pretty cool, not gonna lie. I gotta think of our next animation now, though. Let's think. So we've done running, walking, fighting. I think we've done a fighting one, right? Okay, this last animation. I have an idea. Let's put a wall in front of this guy. Let's scale it phenomenally. Okay. Here we go. So we're gonna do, instead of a wall jump, we're gonna basically do, oh wait. What if we, and then move this one over here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. You ready? We're gonna do a wall jump animation. Oh, I'm excited. I'll show you the final product here. Okay, guys, this is the final product. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Not even gonna lie. Are you guys ready to see this thing? Is that not, like, insane? The first jump, it took a second and I messed up a little bit. But the second and, like, the process to the second, it was just amazing. And I'm actually really proud of this. I think I can animate, guys. Next up on my list of things that I'm gonna learn how to do in Roblox Studios is I'm gonna learn how to be artistic and use art. And if you have watched to the end of this video, I want to talk about something that I think I've been working on. It's not official yet. It might not even happen, but I've been trying my best. I am might make a new YouTube channel, and it has kind of to do with animation. It's not much though. I'm not like doing animation, but I'm drawing, and I'm gonna read like manga and stuff for it. So if you wanna go check that out, I might be making a new YouTube channel. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.